No. Today we are going to look at how we clean NMR tubes, and this is a pretty helpful video for me too because I just learned this today. So I just figured I'll record, and it'll be helpful for somebody else who needs to learn how to clean NMR tubes in the future. So in order to begin with the NMR tube, we're going to have a helpful little device to help us suck out the kind of liquid that's sort of trapped in the NMR, especially if you've had it in there for months. Maybe stuck to the side. So it's not going to rinse out easily with water. So what we need to do is take a vacuum filter flask, and then you've got this, I think this is called an adapter, but you put the rubber adapter there. It fits kind of snug, and then we have this nice device. I don't know what it's called either, but there's a tube here, and this rubber stopper that fits in nicely to there. And so we've got this device, and this is what we're going to use to suck out the insides of the NMR tube. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is attach this device to a ring stand with an appropriate clamp. So this is going to go here. All right, so now we've attached the device to the clamp. And so next up in the fume hood, we've got a vacuum tube here. So we've got a wide, thick-walled vacuum tube. And I'm just going to connect this to the filter flask, the nozzle right there. And yeah, so I'll do that. All right, so now that's all attached. And so next thing is to turn on the vacuum. And you can see, because I had already did this before, that's why there's some liquid that's in there, and you can tell that it's on because the liquid is moving. So that's on. And then so now the next thing we're going to do is take one of our test tubes, or not test tubes, NMR tubes. Okay. And then we're gonna take the cap off and slide the tube over this tube, right? So that this is inside of this, and then it'll suck out the liquid. And simultaneously, we're gonna add some water to this, and then we'll alternate between adding water and adding acetone. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. All right, so hopefully this isn't too challenging to see. But basically, we've got the water here, and I took the cap off the NMR tube. And so I'm going to slide it over that tube. You can kind of hear the sucking already. And so hopefully you saw that the filter flask changed color, which shows you that it's sucking up some stuff. And then, like I said, switch to the acetone. And it cleans quite nicely. And then, just because it's acetone, I want to rinse it with some more water. This is DI water, by the way, not just regular tap water. So, and now you have a clean NMR tube. But then we have to put it in the oven afterwards, of course, for 24 hours. All right, so now we can go ahead and put our tubes in the oven. So of course, we don't want to just have our plastic caps in the oven. So we have to take them off. And then I'll put them here. I think this is how we should do it. This is my first time using the oven. So yeah, let's do these. All right, so now we've got our tubes in the oven, and just gonna shut it. Make sure it's closed tight, and then it's set to about 110 degrees Celsius. Turn it on, and we're gonna let it sit for 24 hours, and then we come back tomorrow, and it should be all good. All right, it's been 24 hours. Now you can see in a different outfit. Now we can go ahead and pick up our tubes.